There was this one time when I was 4 years old in kindergarten playing Sonic with my friends. The game we're imitating was Sonic Adventure 2. I didn't get to be Sonic, someone else claimed that role. I was a little butthurt, but he was kind enough to give me Tails. Having only played the Adventure 1 demo, I thought, hey, I can fly. Then he said, you'll be in a machine of sorts. I remember thinking, that's so stupid. I refused, got even more butthurt, and someone else took Tails. I ended up as Amy, the most minor character in Adventure 2, and a girl. Looking back, it's a funny little moment of childhood ego and a misunderstanding, but it shows how much this game was a part of our imagination, even back then. After the success of Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, Sonic Team immediately began work on a sequel, something more streamlined and action-focused. The condensed the original 6 play styles into 3 core ones: speed, mech, and treasure hunting. Initially, only Sonic, Eggman, and Knuckles were planned as playable, but later Shadow, Tails, and Rouge joined to balance the hero and dark storylines, 2 parallel campaigns that would ultimately converge. The hero story follows Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. The dark story stars Shadow, Dr. Eggman, and Rouge. The latter effectively serves as a harder, more tactical counterpart. The plot is surprisingly cinematic for its era. Government conspiracies, space colonies, genetic experiments, and even moral conflict. Shadow's arc, centered on his promise to Maria and his final act of sacrifice, remains one of the franchise's most memorable moments. It's melodramatic, yes, but endearingly so. Now with the story out of the way, let's talk gameplay, the real heart of Sonic Adventure 2. Before diving in, I judge every gameplay style type by 4 demands of Sonic design. 1. The character should be reasonably fast. 2. There should be platforming. 3. All familiar set pieces, rings, enemy spikes, springs should appear. 4. Reaching your objective should be straightforward and satisfying. Speed stages, Sonic and Shadow. These are the stars of the show, the levels that feel like Sonic. They're fast, fluid, and packed with momentum. You rocket through loops, grind rails, bounce from springs, and chain homing attacks at a breathtaking pace. Speed, perfectly delivered. The adrenaline rush is pure Dreamcast energy. Platforming, integrated smartly. Precision jumps and timing keep it engaging. Set pieces, rings, enemies, spikes, all present and well placed. Objective, clear and direct. Reach the goal as fast as you can. The only real misstep, the ranking system. Getting an E rank after giving it your best effort feels less like a feedback and more like punishment. While the intent was to encourage replay value, the system instead demotivates. Later titles like Sonic Generations nailed the balance, rewarding mastery without punishing mediocrity. In Adventure 2, that balance simply isn't there. Still, when these levels flow, they're some of the most thrilling in the series. Mech stages, Tails and Dr. Eggman. The mech stages are divisive, but I think they're better than they get credit for. Speed, for walking tanks, movement feels brisk enough. Platforming, present and functional. Hovering between platforms and lining up shots provides a steady rhythm. Set pieces, rings, switches, and enemies check. Objective, straightforward, lock on, fire, move forward. They offer a nice change of pace, a satisfying sense of power as you chain multi-lock explosions. Not every stage lands, though later levels with chaos enemies overstay their welcome, stretching difficulty in ways that clash with Sonic's core pacing. Still, as filler, they're competent and occasionally quite fun. Treasure hunting stages, Knuckles and Rouge. Here's where things fall apart. On paper, the treasure hunting gameplay adds variety. In execution, it adds frustration. Speed, Knuckles and Rouge are faster this time, but that speed works against you. You often sprint right past shards your radar refuses to acknowledge. Platforming there, but clunky. Gliding and digging lack flow. Set pieces, mostly filler. Enemies and springs add clutter, not challenge. Objective, completely botched. The radar system, once perfectly fine in Adventure 1, was inexplicably downgraded. Now you can detect only one shard at a time. Even if another shard is right next to you, the radar ignores it until you collect the correct one in a sequence. This single decision ruins pacing. Levels stretch into tedious scavenger hunts, and shards are smaller and harder to see. The sense of progress evaporates as you wander vast, maze-like environments like Meteor Herd or Security Hall, praying the radar starts blinking again. It's obvious Sonic Team wanted players to feel immersed in exploration, but instead, these stages feel like busy work. You're not rewarded for paying attention. You're punished for not reading the game's invisible rules. For me, this is Sonic Adventure 2's biggest failure. It takes what was once a fun side activity in Adventure 1 and turns it into an exhausting chore. Final thoughts on gameplay. Each gameplay style aims for variety and ambition, but consistency is where Sonic Adventure 2 struggles. Speed stages, excellent pure Sonic energy. Mix stages, solid side dish, fun in moderation. Treasure hunting, a frustrating misfire. It's variety for variety's sake, and while I respect the experimentation, the results are uneven. When Sonic Adventure 2 sticks to its strengths, speed, momentum, and clear goals, it's brilliant. When it doesn't, it feels like a game at odds with its own identity. I enjoyed 4/6 of Sonic Adventure 1 with Gamma, Tails, Sonic, and Knuckles. 2/3 of Sonic Adventure 2. Both are evenly matched in that sense by 66% enjoyment, but I prefer Adventure 1 slightly more. Still, Adventure 2, for all its flaws, it's a landmark title, one that defined a generation of Dreamcast memories, playground arguments, and even kindergarten roleplays. And that, in its own way, is a legacy worth celebrating.